son's first hero. Daddy t-shirt sets are available at daddyandcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is Cobi Jones, three-time U.S. World Cup player, Olympian, Soccer Hall of Fame, LA Galaxy legend, and now sports broadcaster. But more than that, a dad of a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old.
That's correct.
We all know any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the dad. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great. Nice to have you here today. I mean, everything that you do, I know what it's like. I've got a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old at the house. So your age, that's hard. It's a lot of work. How are you balancing doing your job now and having these young kids at home?
Give a lot of credit to my wife, because a lot of the pressure's on her. Like when you're traveling and you're on the road, there's almost that little bit of guilt that you're leaving, all the time with what I do. I try to make sure that when I am back, that I am spending as much time as possible, with my kids and my wife, with my whole family.
Right.
Trying to make sure that we do the simple things, the simple things around the house, but also try to create little moments and little memories as much as possible. If it's just, going at a walk to a different park or something like that, so they remember all the time that Daddy's here, Daddy's, part of their life, and he, even though you see him on the computer and Skyping and all that stuff, he is around, he is a part of your life.
And how often do you Skype with them?
I try to Skype whenever I'm on the road. I try to Skype with them, as much as possible. I don't always, the places that I'm at, a lot of times the Wi-Fi connection isn't the best, so a lot of times it's just a phone call. But I try to make sure every day that I'm there talking to them at least once.
And it's hard with a 3-year-old. I mean, their attention span. To look in the screen and hey Daddy, woo, and they're off on something else or.
Oh yeah, my 3-year-old's usually pressing the off button and it's like, okay, I gotta wait for the connection again and try to get back on.
Right,
yeah. So yeah, it's difficult, but it's worthwhile because just like that, those are the things I remember, and I think it's great, that he's being a 3-year-old. He's being exactly what he's supposed to be, and I love that about him.
Since you're 5-month-old, you recently have gone through the labor and delivery process. Women get amnesia, men don't.
Yeah.
So what's your advice to a new dad who hasn't been through labor and delivery?
Don't be surprised by anything.
Okay.
Because anything can happen, but it is an amazing experience. And especially, and I'll tell something to the dads that are actually going through it, at that time, that period right before it will end. As tired as you are, if it's in the middle of the night, if you've been walking your wife around for, 5-6 hours, trying to get that, get the labor going, it will end. And when it does finally culminate in your child coming out, it is the most amazing thing, that you'll ever see, be it the first time or the second time. For me, it's something that I will never forget. Those moments when you see, I don't know how graphic we want to get here, but the crowning of the head and the baby coming out.
The crowning of the head is pretty, just amazing in so many ways.
Yeah, it
like
is.
When you first hit, you're like, what is that?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? And when you really think what's going on, people think, oh, you're looking down there and all that. You've been through it, You don't even pay attention to that. You're just like, wow, a life is coming, and this is your child, coming out here. And that's all you can think about. That's all I paid attention to, was just that my sons, at both times, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Please join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have a favorite celebrity or athlete dad that you'd like to see on the show, please give us a comment below. Sponsored by Daddy and Company, the perfect gifts for dad. Get 15% off your next purchase at daddyandcompany.com using promo code MLAAD15.